Alrighty, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Chupacabra's Lair. I am your host, Larry the Chupacabra, and we're back for another delectable game up on IndieGoGo right now, and this is a point-and-click adventure game called Papetura. It takes us through a wonderfully, lovingly handcrafted world to avoid the grisly beasts that lurk in the darkness and save the world from a mysterious flame in the distance. And what really caught my eye about Papetura initially was this entire game is made up of lovingly handcrafted environments, characters. The whole world is done up by hand in physical, real-world paper that they craft inside of a studio and then take pictures and then do like stop-motion animation with their paper craft. And it's really nostalgic at the same time. It reminds me a lot of like, oh, Paddington Bear, was it? No, that wasn't the one. There was a bear cartoon when I was a kid, and they had that, and there was like Gumby, and those hide-and-seek picture books, and it all kind of just has a really great nostalgic feel to it. Very much like a Tim Burton film. But before we get into too much more detail, let's just jump in here and do the thing. Alrighty, here we are, ladies and gentlemen, inside the wonderful world, Papetura. And wouldn't you know it, we're here with our protagonists, this sort of curvy, almost looks like scotch tape gentleman or lady called Pape, and their cute little cat ghost demon friend of Chura. And, well, like any other point-and-click adventure, we've got to find our way out of this mess. We're on a spindly walkway of doom, and there's some water down here, and the only thing we've really got around us is this strange white glowing orbule. Let's grab that right up, and make sure to sniff your glowing orbules to make sure they're fresh. You're only running around with sour orbules. Here we are, inside the belly of a massive land whale. It looks really cool in here, and, well, you'd imagine, I suppose, what would be inside of a whale is a lot of liquids, intestinal bits, and there's some, like, paper lantern onions falling out of the ceiling. And we're being followed by a mysterious, murdery scorpion dolphin creature. And he's not so very friendly. He wants to stab us with his pokey bit on his tail and then suck us down into the ether and then suck out our papery, pulpy insides. And I'm not the biggest fan of that. Like I've said many times before, I like it when my red paper pulp stays on the inside of my scotch tapey body. Now, it took me a little while originally to figure out what exactly I had to do here. Wouldn't you know it? The folks over at Papetura Studios over in Poland, they have this Tura guy, this little cute cat creature, and he tells us, you know, Pape, hey, look over here. I'm a talking cat without legs. Do the thing. You know, I bet we could ride that dolphin thing to safety, but you gotta knock him unconscious first. So, I don't know, maybe if you smack him on the noggin with that stuff in the ceiling, maybe he'll die and we can ride his corpse to safety. And so that's what we'll do. We're just gonna bait him around with our delicious-looking fanny until he gets himself delightfully murdered. We'll ride his corpse to victory, as it were. Alright, we'll walk back over here. We want to end out in the middle, so that we can ride him. Otherwise, we gotta do something else entirely. So while we wait for the environment to provide us with, the fruits of our murder, Let's just talk about the guys that make this. So, first thing I noted when I started playing this demo was these a couple Polish guys that make this, primarily Tomasz Ostafin. And I don't know that English is their primary language, but rather than talking in words, we've got a lovely set of pictures to guide us. And that is like right there where my mind was going with this game. It's like a very like childlike game of adventure and puzzles and problem solving. But the other thing I want to point out to you is look at this big, warm, glowing environment. Look at all this. Probably thinking, wow, I mean, there's a lot of time spent in Photoshop or Illustrator, but that's where you're wrong. This entire thing was done up by hand by Tomasz Ostafin in his studio, in his apartment, in his office, and it features a very loving set of hand-done papercraft. All of this was made by hand. Every last little bit of it. And then it was, you know, painstakingly lit with backlights and, like, desk lamps, and then put into the computer, coated up, added this weird sort of liquid that kind of looks like it was made out of a paper texture, too. And I gotta tell you, this sort of thing takes for frickin' ever to do. I mean, you gotta craft this, you gotta put it together, you gotta mold it and look at every single angle. And I did a little bit of this in college myself as a part of a big group. And it's a pain in the butt. And I gotta say, I got a lot of respect for people that do this sort of thing. Alright, where is my dead dolphin? I want to ride him to victory amongst this floating business. And if there's one thing that Larry can definitely say about himself, is he likes murder dolphins. Make sure you poke your murder dolphin before you go riding it. Or else you'll get eaten by a not completely dead murder dolphin. Yeah, no, I dig this game. It's really warm and inviting, but there's a little, like, mysterious, sinister nature to it, and these little, like, almost book page type of environments, and it's a lot of fun. So as we sort of float around here in the pool, no, just take this in. It's great. There's all these little tidbits. You know, it takes a lot of time to make this sort of stuff. Let's go deeper into the whale. You know, I at least know of two exits, one out the front and one out the back, and we'll see if this murder dolphin's got an apartment, and, well, that's where the demo ends. So if you guys are interested in checking this game out, I think it's a lot of fun. You know, it's got a lot of potential here. It feels like I'm playing a video game done up with the animation style of Tim Burton. Click this link here on the screen if YouTube wants to play nice with me, and I'll give you some background behind these folks. So, Patum's Studio is an independent development studio in Poland, and it started by Tomasz Ostafin after he did his master's project entitled Architecture as a Game. And he was like, you know what, we need to upscale all the things that we're doing, make really cool, swanky things like Mosquito and Cow is a Flash game that he worked on in 2008. And he works with a guy named Paweł Adamczyk, or Zisk, who is a self-proclaimed forest walker, sound effects designer, and is responsible for the lovely sounds within this game. And they're looking for your help to fund Papetura on IndieGoGo. And, you know, it got a lot of really cool stuff on here, you know. For $9, you can get a copy of the game. And for $15, you can get the art book. $25 gets you the guidebook. $45 gets you the soundtrack. And $75 gets you a box with, you know, Papetura and some little paper-crafted figurines and stuff. I think it's really cool. And, you know, they've got a lot of really cool, you know, concept art here. Like, apparently there is, like I'm looking at right now, I'll put this up on the screen, there is, in fact, an apartment for our cute little murder dolphin man. He's got a curio. He's got a very lovely picture of himself in a tux. I think he went to his dolphin prom. I mean, all of this stuff is made by hand, painstakingly, and all they need your help with is to get the money for software licenses, to maybe get some help making some music for the game, maybe an extra coder, and they just need 13 grand to do the thing. So check them out. They're really cool. You can play this demo for yourself. It's available for Mac, Linux, PC. You can also play it right in the browser on Newgrounds or Papetura.com. So yeah, I think this is pretty cool. I get the greatest little retro kind of nostalgic vibe from it. Flowing paper. We'll go out into this world and we'll pursue the nature of that mysterious flame in the distance, waking up various dark and sinister monsters from about the paper world, and finding out what our fate is, as Pape and his weird little spicy cat demon ghost friend Chura. So, if you guys know of any indie creators that have a cool game for me to check out, let me know. If you're a Kickstarter person with an awesome game demo or alpha, let me know. I'd love to check it out for some future YouTubeification. And until next time, don't forget to like and subscribe. Helps me out a whole bunch, and I will catch you next time. Ta-ta for now, everyone, and be sure to go check this out. Need your help. Only 16 days left to do the thing. Alrighty, bye-bye.